Good morning, good morning, good morning. Audio check. You guys can hear me? Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Omer. Um, good, good morning, Jose. Good morning, Brad. Killer B, good morning. How are you? All right, sending orders out there just to make sure that things are moving accurately. Emil Nelson, look at your. I saw your. I saw you sending us an email and signing up. Go look at um, your spam folder, and most likely the invitation to the private room is there. And if you give me a second here. And I'm just putting the link to it here in the description. Okay, did you hear me on that? It should be in your spam anyway, but here's the link to the private room. All right, let's get this show on the road. We're going to be talking about NQ right now. And the 200 NQ Rinko is really in and around Globex right now. Globex is 370, 376. And pretty much we are. Yeah, for Emil, for the indicators, you have to send me your machine ID for NinjaTrader so I can send you the files. Send me an email here. So we're getting a little bit of selling pressure here at the open. Target number 3 is hit. if we start trading anywhere above the close of 408 and a quarter, that will set the stage up for a rally. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are out of sync right now, and we're trading under Globex. We have a harmony wave short that we are engaged in right now, and we're heading toward the bottom end of the Globex band. So we're getting a little bit of pressure. Here it comes. And now we have the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. And we're at the bottom end of the Globex band. So the first half an hour of the day, we're going to spend some time understanding and learning the market. And then kind of go from there. All right. As far as the news, we don't have much of any news articles or, any new economic news for the day. Veronica Hedon. I hope I didn't mispronounce that, but good morning. Welcome to the room. So right off the bat here, we're getting that separation that the market did. And we have zone 1, zone 2 that we need to be conscious of. The 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. And the signals that are dominant right now are short signals. We started with a harmony wave short in and around here. And now we're getting this push lower. As long as we continue to protect this level and this level, we should be hitting this level down here, which is at 303. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there was a captain set up on that 70 NT Rinko overnight. Here comes some selling pressure and a follow through on the 200 NT Rinko. So we're coming into a level here. Let me just open this up for you. That 273 is the next level down. And this pattern of behavior is a short behavior so far. Target number 4 in this sequence is going to be 743. I mean, that's quite a distance. 10,743. That's quite a distance away. And let me show it to you. It's right down here. So, I mean, that will take a whole lot of work to get there. I don't expect that to happen over today. The odds are we're going to consolidate and oscillate with a bearish bias as long as, this type of tone continues. But the shorts are controlling the morning so far. So either short or on the sideline so far. ES. Let's take a look at ES. ES, yeah, 50 NT Rinko. Is we basically touched the middle of the range and reversed. That's the negative behavior. That's target number 4 in that sequence. Target number 5 is going to be 37.97 and a half. That's target number 5 right here. So if this type of pattern continues, we may see a flush toward that target. That's a significant move. But we've been making significant moves on the downside, and this could be the third leg of that rotation. So just be conscious. If we, at some point today, we break anything above 3,900, then you know that they're pausing this price structure. But it doesn't look like it so far. Globex is at 38.87. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Cowdog. Good morning. Yeah, we're consolidating here a little bit. Consolidating. They're pausing it here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pop back up. Zone number 1 is this. Zone number 2 is this. So we're watching those two zones right now. So we're watching for 3 behaviors. 1 is us coming to these 2 levels, or the market disconnect here and then reconnect with a new harmony wave similar to, this right here. See that behavior? And then that gray zone, if we see that, then that would be a behavior we're looking for on the short side. James, good morning. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to get in right here. I'm going to break even, and thank you. Thank you. So our first trade of the day. I mean, I typically just wait that first half an hour, but that one was just a little bit too clear for me not to participate in. So we made about 15 and a quarter point on that trade. and moving on to that next decision. So what was the reason behind this? I mean, this is our first test uh, of the harmony zone number one. We literally came to it and paused. And I had two options at that point: either just take it at first touch or take it once the market closed one candle as a confirmation. I made the choice to be a little bit more aggressive and just take that first touch. And actually, first touch would have been a little bit higher, but I took what I took in that spot. So that decision we just made, we made 392 off that one contract. Moving on to the next decision. Good morning, Ken. How are you, buddy? Why was it obvious? You remember the conversation we had in our training about the count on ES? Make that count. Count it. What you got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 candles in a row on ES running up the price into this level. And it came in at exactly 11. So actually my order should have been at 29.5. But I immediately got in as quick as I could at 27. Do that count, Ken. Now, if the price was, like consolidating here, then runs up, and it's just giving me like a 3 count or 5 count, I'm may not be interested in it, and I would look for a new harmony wave short. But the fact that the market just ran up 11 candles in a row, that is right into that first touch of that zone, harmony zone number one. I took it. Now, why the target here? The target here is because typically they'll do that first behavior where they get there and then they go to the middle of the range, which is a reversion to the mean type of trade, and then consolidate. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm working on that first reaction coming here and the first reaction coming to the middle of the range, and that's my highest probability. On the 50 NT wrinkle, there's a captain setup short at 310. They're establishing a new harmony wave short right now. So just be careful. Yeah, see, they put on that new harmony wave and a switch trade short into this wave of selling. The next target for NQ is right here, 276. So we're seeing them come into the harmony wave one, and literally, I mean, that's where we got in. Very good entry, very good exit. Market consolidates, then establishes a new harmony wave short, and now we're hitting target 1 and 2 here. So that's good. That's good to see. That's all of what you're seeing here is a short behavior. So we hit that second target, the 276 we've been talking about, and let's move on to the next target here. Okay, let's take a look. Next target out of this sequence is 250. And then again, like we talked earlier, 743 is a potential. I mean, that's just one, that's a lot of selling in order for us to get there. I mean, where's Santa Claus? I thought we're gonna have a Santa Claus rally here. We're not getting any of that. I hope he shows up. Now, the question I have, for myself, is that when would I have kind of put on a bigger move? I mean, I could multiple contracts at that entry with that initial exit, and then holding through that wave and adding to it at the harmony. Once we got a harmony wave short, that would have kept me in the trade a little bit longer. And target would be target number 4 in that sequence at 237.50. Inflation is very high for Santa to show up. Well, we can only hope, right? Ten minutes to the top of the hour. Nice selling going on here. Look at that 50 NT Rinko Captain setup. Captain setup short right there. Boom, they closed it at 309, hit target number 2. Now target number 3 is 210. That was a good one. Hey Reddick, how are you? Good morning. So now we're looking at this structure that we're seeing right now. What are we going to do with it? And what is actionable for me? I mean, the patterns that we're getting right now is just shorting the rally patterns. And we just need the structure that is a bit more sound, meaning that, a couple of things could happen. Either we test harmony zone 1 or 2, or we disconnect the harmony wave and reconnect it, establishing a new signal. One of those three things happen, that's actionable for me. And right now we're in the continuation phase of that prior harmony wave that started right here. So for me to go short right here, that's not really very wise. And I cannot go long because the environment is not long. So that puts me in a place where I'm just waiting for one of these things to happen. Either this or a rally back up and it fizzles out somewhere over here. And then we establish a new harmony wave. So that's what are we waiting on? We're waiting on that. At least we're getting a little bit of decisiveness in the market. Yeah, I'm doing good, Reddick. Doing good. So we're very close to that next target of that rotation, and that's the 250. So they're oscillating very close to that target. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Good morning. Here comes that 250. Here comes more selling, and we're heading toward the next target in the sequence, and that target is 229. Why didn't I not get short? I mean, I did get short. I got short right there at 326.50 into 311. That was our first trade. Yeah, here you go. Coming up, next target, the 2027. They did establish a new harmony wave. Right here. That was an entry. And target number 4 is hit at 237.50. And then the next target is going to be the 27. So how's everybody doing so far? Brad, Sheila, James, Jose, Ken, how are we doing? Killer B, any trades? Pat, any trades? Omer, we're Onika. Up slightly for Pat. Ken, no trades. Okay. 2 trades plus 20 points for Jose. Good job. Good work. Plus 50. For Omer, good work. We're getting a little bit of a rally back up here. So we hit target number 4 in this sequence, and we ran it up. That target we're looking for is the 27. Yeah, they're firming up right here. A little bit of firming up going on here. So you just watch out on any shorts. We got so close within like few. So what do we make out of this price structure? I mean, they're running it back up. They're running it very close to Globex. I mean, not Globex, but the Harmony Wave number one. We want to see how they react there. Um, they're not walking it in a short covering way. They're literally any pullback, they're buying into it. So that's a dedicated buying interest. So I need to be careful of the idea of being short. Now, with that being said, what would get me back short is if we lose this Harmony Wave and we start a new one short, meaning a similar pattern like this or the one before that. So the cloud shifting negative and the new Harmony Wave establishing itself right here. Then you got this momentum on the downside. So we're looking for something similar to that. And see, that's kind of what I was kind of worried about. See how they established that new Harmony Wave right there, and they started to grind it up. And that tells me that some of the shorts are done. I mean, we got so close to the next target and just didn't have enough to get there. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a shot at it here, but it's going to be a scalp against that whole number. I'll take it right here, just for a scalp. So what I tested, and I actually came a little bit later on it, is the run up into the first touch of Harmony Zone number 2. So I'm like, okay, my entry should have been up there at that 13, but nonetheless, I felt like we're gonna get a minimum of 10, 20 point pullback right off that first test. So we took that trade on 2 contracts and moving on to the next decision. So that we're at 552.76 on 2 decisions, basically. Small number of contracts. We're not playing big contract size as we approach the holiday and Christmas, New Year's, and all that stuff. Things tend to slow down for me, but that's where we at for the day. Moving on to the next decision. Now, at what point would we start considering the long? The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are out of sync right now. What does that mean? That means there's not harmony in the market. You're getting cross currents between the longs and the shorts, and there's not a lot of kind of conviction overall. I mean, obviously, that nice run up in price action was to roll over all the shorts that still got stuck down here. But ultimately, if the market goes up to 325, I will start looking at pullbacks as a buying opportunity. Because at that point, the market will be in sync on the long side. And even then, due to the overall trend that we are in, I will be looking for scalping opportunities, not a long-term swing trade. Unless we start proving ourselves above Globex, which is 379. So the market has a lot of work to do in order for it to start, generating huge buy signals. I mean, this is kind of what we're looking for on a swing trade basis. We're looking for this type of behavior. So a cloud shift and, testing 1, testing 2, then boom. That's kind of what we're looking at. So when I look here, that's just a trend lower. I mean, we could pause, break above 327, run up to retest 437. I mean, we will, take advantage of that on the long side if that happens. But this is not the same tone of price action like here, what you're seeing prior to it. ES, the big picture on ES is, let me organize this in a, all right. So ES, we're getting a bit of consolidation around target number 4. 3887 is Globex. We're playing around that price action as well. So a couple of things got to happen. Either we break above 3886.5, and that will set us up for the same type of scenario we were talking about in NQ, looking for longs on pullbacks once we get there. What concerns me is this right here. See that big wick? Those are hard ones to really roll over. So, as we approach these levels, we're going to run into a bit of more determined resistance. So to me, this area as a whole are scalping opportunity only type of environment. We start breaking anything above 3,900, that will lend itself to more momentum on the upside. And if the market stabilizes here, then we're going to get another rotation lower. And we're going to be patient and kind of follow the clues that the market has given us and make trades based on that. A little bit of pressure coming back in. So see how they're reacting to these levels. They're coming into them. I mean, this one, they slashed right through it into that second zone. You know, once you get a continuation trade, you're really at that point looking for the second zone as a retest, not the first one. Here we come back into this area. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 are out of sync, and we're getting this cross current between the longs and the shorts right now, and we're looking for the next signal. How is YouTube doing? Metrics of Morocco, how are you? Bahav, how are you? Bahav is a good name. Eli, how are we doing? Redek, how are we doing? Josh? Emil? Good morning, Safe. How are you? Switch trade right here. They're putting on a switch trade short. We're trying to see how well they're handling some of these signals. The expectation out of this behavior is to see 70 to the 60 area. I mean, against that high of 310. So we should see a burst of energy lower here. Yeah, here comes that burst. We should see it coming in fairly soon here. Yeah, no, I mean, they're definitely slowing down here, but we'll see. It's coming. I mean, here we go. We hit the 75. You're looking at the 7, 75 to 65 zone here. There you go. Not a lot of, momentum, but it's predictable. And here it comes. Question is, how did I know? So basically what the structure of the market is putting on is testing harmony zone number 2, came back, tested it multiple times, could not break that trend line, could not break that harmony zone. Then you're establishing a new harmony wave short and a switch trade signal at 281. Those have the probability of hitting target 1, target 2, and extend themselves beyond that. Also, to add on to it, the fact that they put on a captain setup failure structure right here at 77 and a quarter in ES, and then you could add to it the fact on the, I think the 30 NT Rinko. Let me see here. Yeah, the 40 NT Rinko, they put on a captain setup short, another captain setup short ahead, before that. So this is a 2 captain setup structure. So there was a lot of things going on for this trade, a lot of things. Now the question is, I read it. On 40, I think there's an issue with the data code. I mean, not the data code, with my data feed this morning. So it may showed up on mine, but not yours. But ultimately, just trade what you see on your screen. But that price structure right here. Do you see on ES this captain setup structure or no? On the 6-3 NT Rinko. So that's the rationale behind that whole behavior here that we were talking about. Is we got a lot of structures up there that tells us that the market is getting tired and it's ready for another rotation lower. And we kind of read it one step at a time. Okay, well, here you go. You made some money then. You made some money. Yeah, good job, Drawn Cup. Good job. Good work. Redick, $20 US profit. Don't have my day. Hey, you're positive. That's a good day right there. You're making good decisions. I am. I had 2 decisions so far this morning. Those are the 2 decisions. One for 1 contract and the second one for 2 contracts. Not going big today. We're up 552.76 on those 2 decisions. Both of them are short. Very nice, Omer, plus 500. So what's next? 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are in sync on the short side. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, and we're looking for a new harmony wave to establish itself. Meaning if we can get back up to that 75, 85 zone and have a failure structure, then that'll be interesting for me to get involved into. And we'll be testing the harmony zone number 1 at that time. I mean, if they're gonna put a captain set up short right here, I'm not gonna be interested. You know, it's just even though it could work to target number 3, it's just, you know, I rather see that. I rather see this up here, right at the beginning. James, kind of in line with what we've been talking about in our sessions. When you're getting these signals like a switch trade or a captain setup right at the beginning of a new harmony wave, those are the highest probability event. So they're making one right here. You know, we could hit target number 3, but I'm not as interested in that one as I would have been in something like that. Location matters. How is Killer B doing? Pat, any more trades? Veronica, if you have any questions, by all means, you know, ask them. Okay. They're putting the captain setup switch trade right here. I mean, typically we take those short, but I'm going to pass on them. Interesting price action right here. I mean, they keep bouncing it around, putting a captain setup, another captain setup, getting up to that level, pulling it back. Yeah, we may get a flush out of this thing. Yep. Target number 3 is 248. Target number 4 is a lot lower, but let's see here. The next target of that rotation, I mean that 227 that we've been talking about. We'll see. I mean they're oscillating, consolidating. We're not engaged in this. What we're waiting on, I have a 200 and 100 that are in sync on the short side. A new harmony wave can get us involved on the short side. Another test of zone number 1, harmony zone number 1 can get us involved, or zone number 2. So we're patient and we're going to wait. 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Hmm. It's amazing. I know. I was about to say that, Omer. I literally was about to say that. I really want to get short. You could tell that they are just literally building it up, building this rotation, and they're going to flush it. Our target 27 coming up, coming up, coming up. Here we go. That short up there looks really nice right about now. Yeah, I'm doing good. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the indices and commodities. We are looking at crude oil, a lot of consolidation in a range between that 76 and the 74.50. Not much going on. We're trading under Globex at 75.52. Russell 2000. Back to crude oil. Really, momentum will happen above 76 and above 74. That's when momentum and the tone to this market is short right now. Channel number 1 established, channel number 2 also established on the short side. All right, Russell 2000. That's just a new harmony wave short into target number 4, negative behavior, and consistent with the trend, the prior trend that we are in. Rallies are shortable. Gold consolidating between target number 1, target number 2, and we established channel number 1 and channel number 2 in this sequence on the short side. That's channel number 2. Target number 3 is 1787.8, and we're trading under Globex with a nice little wick to test. So the odds are we're gonna push a little bit lower toward target number 3 in this sequence. ES on the 50 NT Rinco, selling pressure continuing, and we are looking to retest the bottom end of the prior range on Friday, 38.55. That's the level. We break it, you're going to get a lot of momentum on the downside. Tesla, we're looking at the open is 153.92, and we're just basically pushing away from it, and we're looking for a potential break again here below 148. Netflix stronger than Tesla, and we're trading above the open. We're just having a bit of selling pressure off a captain setup short. We tested it twice, and now we're pushing toward target number 2. So in Netflix, we may end up coming in to retest the open on that. Here you go, a little bit of momentum picking up in NQ as well. We're seeing a little bit of selling pressure in ES. NQ on a daily basis. Obviously, we broke that channel, and this is 1, 2, 3 days in a row under that channel. And off we go. Gold, that consolidation. We talked about how the market seems to, does this run up and pause and reverse and then walk it back up. It did it twice here. and this is part of that second leg, as long as we continue to hold on to 1781.8 on a swing trade basis. ES on a daily basis, the same kind of thing. We're breaking down Apple. Open is 135.18, and we're just, yeah, that's just a trend right here, Sheila. That is a trend. What you want to see is the following. You need to see the market hold a higher low and establish a new harmony wave long, and you need to start breaking anything above 132.99. This is a churning price action lower and is not indicative of a stable base to trade off of. We need to see more from the market before we say Apple is ready for a turn. So patience here, and you're looking for a better price structure here. There's no sense in trying to pick the bottom on it if NQ is going to break that. Here we go. We hit our target, by the way, 227 short. You could go through their kinetic data feed with NinjaTrader. That's one option for you. Walk. Okay. So that's one option for you. I go through Ameritrade, and I have an API from them to NinjaTrader. So I have an account with Thinkorswim and Ameritrade, and I use that link to give me a feed to NinjaTrader. But go check their kinetic. Are you familiar with it? So that's Microsoft as well, and we got a new harmony wave short that started at 241.91, and we got the push into target 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, they dumped it back to the grind for our friends at Bitcoin. I mean, they gave it a little bit of room toward that. I mean, there's a lot of hope to see 20K, and they just dumped it to that 16,600. There was a big seller supposedly in that instrument. Right now, you have a harmony wave short that started at 17,158. And in order for us to start even thinking about longs, we need to see this type of behavior. Where the market reverse comes back, gives us a new harmony, a new cloud positive, then start giving us new harmony waves. We're not there. The one from Ameritrade, if you have an account with them, works just fine. And they just either that or just go with their service from Kinetic. Kinetic is a good one. So that was the good idea there. And we closed the the 220, the 27 target that we've been talking about. And the next target right now is 200. That's a whole number. I mean, they're going to play games around that level. I guarantee you that. But there is consistent and persistent selling pressure that's coming into the structure, right? We're coming into a whole number. So if I'm short, I may want to be thinning down my position in and around these areas right here. That doesn't mean I want to go long. That just means that we're anticipating a bit of back and fill type of behavior in and around that 200. And in that area, I want to make sure that I pocketed some money for my shorts. So it's 10 o'clock, 10:07. I'm just going to step away for just a moment, and I'll be back. All right, we're back. All right, so what are we seeing here? More selling pressure. The longs are not really putting on any significant defense. How would I know that they are putting significant defense? Come to harmony zone number 1, come to harmony zone number 2, and show consolidation there. And that will give me the clue. We're not there. We're not doing that. So now the next target out of this rotation, there's a couple of targets, but one of them is target number 4 on the 20 NT Rinko candle chart at S204. Then the 200 is the next target on the 200 NT Rinko. So that's where we're heading to. They're selling the VIX. Hey, Liverpool, how are you? Saying BlackRock and Goldman Sachs selling the VIX down, then potential rally. Well, we will see it very quickly if that is the case. And we see it in the form of a new harmony wave on the upside on the 20 NT Rinko. So till that happens, kind of the structure of the market is a short structure. I did not bet. That was the most incredible World Cup I ever seen. And I've seen a few of them. I tell you, man, it was a nail biter. And you have to give it to both teams. They fought like lions, both of them, France and the Argentines. I'm a big fan of Mbappe. I mean, he is a rare talent for sure. Was very happy for Messi for making his dream comes true. Finally, for that man, it came through. But I didn't bet. I made 250% on my initial investment in World Cup betting. I tell you what, if I bet on that game, and that's the feeling that I had. I had a feeling that I just need to watch this. How did we do, Brad? Did we do good? One trade, 265. That's good enough for a day like this. Good work. Good work. I had a feeling that I needed to kind of just watch the game. And I got very close to betting a couple of times. And every time I get close to betting, I'm like, dude, no, just it doesn't feel right. Just watch it, watch it, watch it. I was gonna bet for the Argentine, but I was gonna bet big for them to qualify, not qualify, but win in regulation time, 90 minutes. So that means I would have lost my money, even though that they won the whole World Cup. Every time I got close to betting, I was like, nah, just watch and watch and watch. I enjoyed it though. It was the best, absolutely the best World Cup ever. Kept you on your toes. But man, what a heart France had. I mean, they were behind and they keep coming back. They were behind and keep coming back. And they puked it at the penalties in an agonizing way. Wow. Was definitely one of the greatest games I've watched for a long, long time. I think I lost like a couple of years out of my life from all the tension and screaming that we were doing and cheering. And if I had hair, I would have lost some more of it. But I already lost all my hair anyway. Great game, great game. Now we have nothing to look forward to. You know what? It was amazing. I went to YouTube and watched the celebration in the Argentine, and the whole country just blew up. I mean, everybody's in on the streets, everybody in such a good mood, and you just couldn't help yourself but smile while watching that. Like I became Argentinian that moment. I was like, man, how does it feel to be in Buenos Aires and sitting there with all that humanity just celebrating? Wouldn't that be just great? It just makes you grin and smile like, wow, the amount of joy that was going on in that place. That's beautiful. Part of the next part of the next World Cup is going to happen in the United States, and semifinals. Some of the semifinals are going to happen in Arlington, which is about a 45 minutes away from where I live. So I'm gonna be buying tickets to that one. 4 years from now. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. I mean, then people start scalping and price gouging these prices. I mean, once they book up, you have to buy it from a scalper, and they charge you 3-4 times the amount. So we're starting to look right when they come on sale, or they start selling them. I'm gonna look to buy some. My whole family is gonna be going out there. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. That was 36, 26, 16. Close enough. It's a slow price action in and around a major support area at 200. And you could see that they're trying to fade it. They're trying to stabilize the price, and they're trying to I wouldn't have gotten short on that captain setup, Ken. You're too close to a whole number. First, second, the price is extended. You just gotta be careful here. I mean, if they come and test harmony zone number 1 or harmony zone number 2, I mean that's a different story. But at these levels right here, without a new harmony wave short, I'll stay away from it. I mean, like, that's the bottom end of this harmony wave. So the ES went down 5 candles in a row, and is establishing that not really much of a separation right at a trend line, and you're very close to a whole number. And the market has, this is the third, would have been the third wave in that rotation. So you got a lot of things that will tell you pause a little bit here. At a minimum, if you're gonna get it on that run up, on that count. I mean, so you have a 2, 4, 5, and that's the 6th. So that the 5th one, and you're getting a rotation of 5, you're getting a rotation of 4, you're getting a 2, 4, 3, 4. So you're getting a lot of counts that are very consistent with consolidation going on in this rotation. I wouldn't be aggressive getting short. I wouldn't be long in this environment. I would really leave it to give us a test of the harmony zone number 1 or 2. That would be a decision. I mean, if they put a switch trade right here, I have a that would be a good reason to get in at 19. But you have to kind of be very careful with the fact that we're coming up to a whole number. So this current candle that we are in, if it breaks down and closes at 19, there'll be a switch trade with a new harmony wave short. 2, 3, 4. The odds are most likely they're not going to close it, but yeah. Nope. Yeah, be careful here. It's a shallow market. Yeah, I see some of this. There's the 40 NT Rinko showing a captain set up short. Not excited about this price structure right here. I want to see more out of this market. I'm not excited about, getting short right against the whole number. If we come up to this harmony zone here and here, 1 and 2, that may be an area of interest to short into. And if they break the 200, well, good for them. I'm not going to participate in that break right here. I mean, here they're putting on a harmony wave, but you really kind of need to break that 218, 219 area. So I feel like patience here is absolutely the best decision for me. All the counts that you're getting in ES are consolidation counts. ES tends to move in 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 counts of candles on the 6 and 3 Rinko. After a major move, you're getting a lot of counts that are telling me that the market is in consolidation. Yeah? Really? Yep. Really. Learn something new every day, right? See that trade that I did early on, Umair, right here? That entry? Well, that entry, somebody's activating there. Yeah. Disable your video if you don't mind. That's right here. Let's take a look. Right here. So we had a harmony wave at that point. That was the first touch. I mean, count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11, and the market pause right in the middle or right at the beginning of a new harmony wave. First touch, right? Boom, in. Boom, out. No heat. Same concept was partly in that trade here. It was zone number 2. After the 6 NT close on ES, well, I mean, you could do that, or in my case, in the first trade, I just did it on count number 11. And this one, that's another 11 one. So the market ran up past zone number 1 and just kind of left it alone because it was how fast things were moving, and ran up 11 candles into, like, literally the top of that 309 was the 11th candle. Boom. I mean, I was a little bit late on that one, but we ended up making a little bit of money. And look what happened. I mean, that's literally the high. And that was the same high over in the other one. And if it breaks the harmony zone, you get out. That's exactly right. So it's very, very important to understand there is a very mathematical, um, there's a mathematical behavior to price action. And it's not just arbitrary. People, I don't know who said it, but the number 3 is relevant. Things that are divisible by 9 is very relevant. You see human behavior are pauses at 3s and 7s and 5s and 7s and 9s, and just keep an eye on that behavior. Dale mentioned always. Oh, who's Dale? Oh, oh, yeah. Okay, now I know Dale. I had an interview with him. He talks about that. I didn't know that. So make a habit. The inverted 3 drive concept. I never heard of that one either, but that's fine. It's we are aware of the fact that the market reacts in that way. So how can you incorporate that information into enhancing your capacity to understand price action? Is start the process of learning how to read the count on ES. So, for example, this where I'm at here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 and a 6. Okay, so 5. So if you didn't get to 7, you're at 5, and the market pauses, and then you get a reversal: 2, 4, 5, then a reversal of 4, then a reversal of 4, reversal of 2. Okay, then the market is moves. So that's that kind of the sequence. So versus this sequence is 2, and then you get 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, then you get 11, 3, 2, and then you get 7. So now that tells me that the market here was in a phase of movement, and the counts were increasing. Then the market, the counts of those rotation will compress. Then it increases, then it compress, then increases. And it always happens after a major move of increased range, then a compression of the range. And then you could see the early signs of it if all of a sudden you made 11 candle move. Now that you're getting 3 and pause, 2 and pause, that immediately, the first time that happens, tell you the market shifted. The market is shifting its personality from a momentum personality to a consolidated personality. Hey, the trading, how are you? Well, thank you very much for subscribing. And on that note, let me put you guys these links in here. Thank you. That helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it. So I'm putting a link in the comment section here. And you could join us in our premium room for a 5-day free trial that includes the Harmony trading software. And if you are into a funded account by a funding firm, Apex is running that 80% holiday deal, and the link is in the description. And it expires tomorrow, I believe. So take advantage of it if that's something that you are doing. So the market, okay, so here we go again. You're getting a 2, 4, so that's a 9. And they're breaking the 200 here. So we're not too far away from a pause and a reversal. That's what that tells me. $10, $11. Yeah, this is the 11th one right here. $12. Here we go. That's the 13th. The 14th. I'm gonna give it a shot right here. It's gonna be a very quick scalp. Thank you. I mean, oh wow. I didn't want to just kind of push my luck there, but see, it's literally what I'm telling you. Got 11. All right, so those are the 3 decisions we made so far for today. One for one contract, the second one for 2 contracts, and the third one just now for 1 contract. So we're up 688, 68, and moving on to the next decision. You'll find yourself in a 20-point winner in no time. Just start learning this. Like literally start learning that part of the equation. Yeah, in ES, Ken. Because you're going to see ES and NQ are interchangeable in many ways. I mean, sometimes they're off sync a little bit, but for the most part, when one is moving, the other one is moving almost to the tick. So when you see so what got me to even consider this. The fact that we're breaking the 200, which is a major level, but you typically, when you break it like this, you always come back to test it. So now with that idea, I mean, I'm counter trending like nobody's business here, but we're looking at that count and we figured out the count, and then boom, right when the pause happened, I got in. And I took a very quick profit. I mean, I should have kind of gave it a 20-point target automatically, but I'm happy with that entry and exit, no problem. I'm looking at my chart, look at yours, and mine is showing was a 15. That's a 15. So that one paused at 15. Even if you get at 11, you add at 15. So it's just one of those things where you're. So another thing that you'll notice, big moves in ES are a 9 count and above. I know that and the reason why is, and I was trying to fix it early in the morning. Some of my data I need to reset on my charts, and I've been trying to reset it early this morning, and it hasn't worked exactly the way I need it to work. But you just have to kind of simply trade what you see on your screen. Look at that beauty. I mean, it couldn't have been any better. I can have picked a better entry. And look where this market is going. So now that's the third trade in a row today where we are pegging either the high or the low of the market. Every time I make money, I'm going to do this. I built up this, what I call the money wall behind me. So every time we make money, I'm going to ring that bell. So as far as the economic calendar, we're looking at Thursday, December the 22nd for final GDP and unemployment claims. Then pretty much Friday is durable at 7:30. You have a core PCE price index. That's an important one. Then you got durable goods, and that's kind of wraps it up into Christmas. Then Monday, it's a holiday, so the bank system is closed. So as we approach Christmas, we are the volume in this market will start to kind of wane. So you have to be very selective, kind of in the morning, kind of try to capture your money early on, and call it a day. Let's take a look at Apple. So they established a captain setup switch trade long, then came in, bounced it right back up, broke that prior channel into a new harmony wave that started at 132.06. Target number 3 is 132.54. Target number 4 is 133.23. Our opening price is 135.18. Pullbacks can be buyable against that structure right here. You literally, this structure right here. Captain setup, long, switch trade, long. Market came stabilized against it and pushed higher. Pullbacks are buyable on a scalping basis. Ultimately, we need to see 135.18 and trading above it in order for us to be, aggressive on the long side. It's gonna take a minute to get up there, but that's the early signs that they are at least stabilizing that price structure. But you cannot lose the 131.80 on Apple. Let's keep playing the game. How is everybody doing so far across the board? We're coming to the end of our morning session here. Good job, Jose. Up 36 points. Okay. Hey, Gary, how are you, buddy?